In the last class I have explained you what is conversion period. Okay, somewhat I have explained you in the last of the first part of the compound interest. Okay, so first we will understand what is conversion period. After that we will go into the chapter. Okay, this total chapter is based on that conversion period application only. Okay, so let me revise it once again, what is conversion period, then I will go for the chapter. Okay, see, for example, this time axis 1st April 2019 and here it is 1st April, no, 1st January, you take 1st January 2018, this is 31st December 2019. So the period is how much? Period is 1 year. Period is 1 year. Okay, so in case if they are saying that, if they are saying the period is specific period, they are saying as 1 year. Okay, you write this one as specific period, PECIF, specific period. Period is how much? 1 year. Okay, specific period is 1 year, and they are saying that the interest being compounded annually. Interest being compounded. Interest being compounded annually. What does it mean? What does it mean? Now you see that, for example, I will give you a small example regarding this one. After that you will only able to give the answer. For example, Raj has taken a loan from the back of rupees 10,000. Okay, on 1st January 2019, same date. Okay, and the bank told that you need to pay me the interest once in a year. Once a year means how many times you will pay the interest to the bank? One time. Once in a year if they are saying, or they are saying the interest being compounded annually, means both are same. So do Mr. Raj will pay the interest again on, means between next year he will pay, or within this year only? This year means it will start from 1st January to 31st March. This is this year only, one year. So in this year only he will pay one time or two times. How many times he will pay? Only one time, because the bank directly told him that do one thing, when you have taken the money from me, this is the loan, okay, you just pay me the interest once in a year. That is at the end of the year, means ultimately you need to pay around on 31st March, you need to pay around like this. So according to the bank you will say that okay, I will pay you once only. Do he is going to pay two times? No, he will pay once. So whenever they say interest being compounded annually, means you need to pay the interest only once in a year. Okay, so according to this, here the how many times he has to pay? One time. So here n will be, n means what? Conversion period. N is equal to 1. In conversion means what? The interest how many times you need to pay in a year. So here conversion period is 1. And what about the rate of interest? Rate of interest will be same. There is no change in the rate of interest. If they have given you 10% per annum, so you have to take 10% only. There is no change in the rate of interest. So you understood this one. If they are saying interest being compounded annually, means what does it mean? That a person has to pay the interest only once in a year. So once in a year means, and conversion period is 1. You may ask that if it is 2 years, in case if they are saying that you need to pay the interest every year, okay, from year to year, 1 year, again the next year is 1st January to 31st March. So in this year how many times? One time. In this year, one time. So total how many times? Two times. Means ultimately in a year you have to pay one time. If it is 2 years, 2 times, 3 years, 3 times, 4 years, 4 times, and so on. So the thing what you need to understand right over here is that in a year how many times you need to pay the interest? That is one time you need to pay the interest, or you can say interest being compounded annually. So if you will remember the last previous chapters which we did, means on compound interest or simple interest, we were doing the sums on compounded annually only. Every year, every time we are paying the interest in 1 year, one time only. In 2 years, 2 times only. We have not paid the amount just like in 1 year 2 times, 3 times. Did we do like that? No. So in the last, whatever we did, all were compounded annually. Clear? First you understand what I am explaining. At the last of the end of the class, for every question what you are having in your mind, you will get your answer of yourself. Okay. Okay. So this one you understood now. So annually n is 1 time. Okay. Now one more question. Where's that cloth? Okay. Now in case, okay, this one only. Annually you understood now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now in case, if I am saying that this 1 year na, this is here, January, July, okay, June na, 31st, June, okay, so and you don't know, okay, rate, leave the rate, okay, specific period, so also don't know. Okay. Now in case, for example, now the year is starting from January to December, again the same 1 year only, but here I have written something else. 31st June means the period is how much? 6 months. This is 6 months and this 6 months. In the previous case, I have written directly 1 year, 12 months. But here I have dividing the 12 months into 6 months. Then what is the use of this one? See, 6 months here. Now you see this one. Again Mr. Raj went to the loan for the next year. Okay, it took 10,000 on 1st January 2019. He said that I am taking a loan of 10,000 on this much. So whenever, what are the times where I have to pay you the interest, the dates and how many times I have to pay. He said that as you are taking the interest from me 10,000 and you are saying that you will pay me the interest semi-annually or half-yearly. You will pay me the interest as interest being come semi-annually or annually or half-yearly. Okay. So he said that you need to pay the interest semi-annually and half-yearly. You have requested me a loan of 10,000 and in this case, the second case, the first case was annually, you leave that one. Annually means simple, no need to do directly, you do the way you should do. But when they are saying that you need to pay the interest semi-annually or half-yearly, be careful. Semi-annually means half. For a year you have to half, means you have to pay the interest for every 6 months, he is saying. The bank manager is saying to me, you need to pay the interest for every 6 months. I told him, why the difference is that? Because my friend in the last year he came, he took the interest, he took the loan of same 10,000, he paid me annually and that is once in a year. But now you are saying me to pay twice in a year. So why so? Because he told me that you are asking me the loan on the basis of interest being, you need to provide me semi-annually or half-yearly. That is the reason. He said that, okay, do one thing, I will take it annually. Then he said that this is the amount which you need to pay me once a year as an interest. So by hearing that words, that amount, I said that this much amount, how can I pay? This much amount, how can I pay in a year? Then I told you any other alternative is there. He said that's why I told you, you pay me semi-annually, 6 months. The interest is total 2,000. You cannot pay 2,000 as you are not having any job, nothing. So do one thing, you pay me 1,000. That's why I gave you the reason that you pay me semi-annually and half-yearly. Then he said, okay, I agreed, justified. You got justified with the answers. Okay, so because the interest got half, means previously he said that I can pay in a year also, but the amount is big amount. I cannot pay that much amount together. So he said, do one thing, you pay half of. Then the half of you need to pay, that is known as interest being semi-annually or half-yearly. Understood the difference? Okay. So means in a year how many times you will pay? In a year? 2 times. 2 times. Okay. In this year how many times? Again 2 times. In a year 2 times he has to pay. Now from year to year, when he is traveling from year to year, when he reached to this time, now he has to pay the interest 1 time. Again he has traveled, again he has paid. For example, he has paid. Again he is traveling and he has reached here. Again he has to pay the interest. So how many times he has to pay the interest?
So twice.
He has to pay the interest 2 times. So n is equal to twice. So conversion period is how much? 2. Clear? So he has to pay the interest on June, or you can say July, the end of 6 months, or starting of 7th month, and the end of the December, the 12th month. The conversion period is 2. Now you may ask me that if in a year I have to pay 2 times, I have taken the interest for 2 years. You know how much I have to pay? In a year I have to pay 2 times. In next year also I have to pay 2 times. So ultimately you have to pay 4 times the interest. That is, here we cannot pay. Why? Because we are taking the amount. Here we will pay, again here we will pay, again next July, again next December. Understood what is conversion period in case of semi-annually, half-yearly, and case of annually. Okay, clear? Okay, the next one. Okay, rate is there, na? Okay, what you will do with the rate? In case of annually, there is no change in the rate. But in case of semi-annually or half-yearly, the rate will get half. If the rate is 12% per annum, means for 1 year it is 12%, for 6 months it will be 12%. No, it will be 6%. Means what you are trying to do, you are reducing the interest by half. Whatever the interest they give you, 6.5, 7.5, 7 1 by 2, 7 3 by 2, 7 5 by 2, it will always half of that interest. So interest will be half, 1 by 2 of the interest what they are going to give you. Clear? This is case of semi-annually and half-yearly, and remaining all things will be constant as it is. Okay. What I have written here? That will be January to December. Okay, there is a mistake. Okay, you correct that one. January to December. Okay, if it is March, means April to March. 1 year, you take it 1 year. Okay, whatever is there, 1 year you take. Now in case, if I am saying that, again I went to the bank, next person, next year again I went to the bank, I took a loan of 10,000, same amount I have taken. Okay, on 1st January 2019. I told him how I need to pay the interest. He said that there are 3 ways you can pay the interest. Total interest which you need to pay on 10,000 is 3,000. In a year you have to pay 3,000, or 1,500 you can pay. Okay, do one thing, not 3,000, you do it 4,000. It will be easy for you. You have to pay me 4,000 in a year on the amount which you have taken 10,000. He said that 4,000 is a big amount. He said do one thing, you do it 2,000 means 6 months, which I have read already. He said that then also the amount is huge. He said that do one thing, you pay me 1,000. How much I have to pay you total? 4,000. He is telling me to pay 1,000. So how many times I need to pay? 4 times 4,000. 1 time 1,000 means 4 times I need to pay 4,000. Then it's clear off for a year. I told them okay, no problem, it's good enough. 1,000 is not a big amount, so I will pay you 1,000 rupees. So 1,000 rupees I am paying him. How many times I need to pay? 4 times. 4,000 na? 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. So in a year I have to pay 4,000, and that got divided into 4 parts. Okay. So 4 parts means,
Every 3 months.
wait, now instead of writing 6 months, so I have to divide this one into 3 months. Okay. Just like January, February, March. So here March I have to pay. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Clear? So means you have taken the loan right over here. So now here there is no need to pay. Okay. Coming like this, when you came here, you have to pay 1,000 rupees. Done. Again you have to pay here 1,000. Again 1,000. Okay. Wait. No. Okay. Right only. No. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Why it is becoming wrong?
So,
Somewhere some mistake is there.
March
becomes-
will pay June.
Okay, there's a small mistake. Okay. So 3 times you have to pay, and again you have to pay it on. So how many times you are paying it? 4 times. So here they are saying that you need to pay me 4,000. He said okay. So in case if this type of question arises, then how they will take care of the interest? Interest being compounded quarterly. Interest being compounded quarterly. COMPOUNDED, compounded QUAT, quarterly. Okay, means quarterly means what? You have to give me for every end or starting of the third month. How many times? 4 times. Okay, so n is equal to how much here? Then n will be how much? N is equal to 4. No, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Okay, and whatever the rate of interest, 1/4 of the value. Rate will get 1/4 of the value. If rate of interest is 12%, 1/4 into 12% means 3%. So here 3%, 3%, 3%, 3% everywhere. Clear? Clear for it is so far clear? So it is clear for you compounded annually and compounded semi-annually, half-yearly also is okay for you, as well as quarterly also is clear for you. So these are all things you understood. When the rate will be same, when the rate will be half, when the rate will be 1/4. So apart from that, okay, you understood these all things. Okay, so you understood where you need to use the conversion period. Now you understood what is conversion period, what I have explained in the last class. This one you understood now. Now see, now I will give you a question. You just tell me that can we use the conversion period in this sum or not? You just tell me this one. Okay, first you tell me you understood this conversion period now. Understood everywhere. You understood when it was annually means 1 time you need to pay. When it was semi-annually, 2 times you need to pay. When it was quarterly, 4 times you need to pay the interest in a year. If the year increases, so the period increases, so on. Okay. Okay, you see this one. They are saying that in case, it's important. You can say very important. The thing is that if, for example, if they gave you time as 1 year, again time as 2 years, time as 3 years. A small example that after this it will be very clear for you that where we need to use the conversion period. You understood what is conversion period, but where I need to use and why. Without using conversion period, I will not able to do the sums. That one you need to understand first. Okay, understood up to here. Next, if here
So the 3 times 5 years.
no, this is individual. If it is 1 time, what is the conversion period? 2 years, what is the conversion period? 3 years. Okay, next, in case if time is equal to 1/2 years, time is equal to 1/2 years, time is equal to 1/4 years. Okay, they are saying that interest being compounded annually. Interest being compounded annually. Interest being compounded. What does it mean? Means that we need to pay the interest once in a year. We need to pay the interest once in a year. Okay, means in a year we need to pay once. Okay. Here, what is the conversion period for this one? For your 1, 2, 3. Like this, if the time axis is there, January is there and December is there. No, 1 year. 1 year. How many times we need to pay?
So 1.
So n is equal to
1.
clear. First one is done. Second one. Again, second one means 2 years. No. January, December. Again starts January, starts here only. Again December here. How many times? This one how many times?
So first
Year 1, na? So n is equal to
2.
clear so far. Now 3 years. Somewhat bigger. January, here December is there. Here January again starting. Here December. January again starts here. So here how many times?
3.
1, here 1, here 1. So n is
3.
easy, na? Okay. Now, this case, you see any difference you can see?
Yes.
What?
That's just 1 year. It's fraction type.
So what is the problem with the fraction is there? Fraction is there, what is the problem? The conversion period is very important. Okay, just like a very small thing they have written in your textbook. What is conversion period? They have explained you, and they said that rate will be half, 1/4, whatever is there, but they have not explained you clearly. So what student will do? Okay, small partner, I will buy it. They will buy that values. That if it is quarterly 1/4, if it is annually, they will do that. But how they have to use that conversion period, they will not able to understand.
Questions are like that, but the explanation they give it just that.
That is what I am saying. The explanation they have not given anything. They have written what is conversion period and left that one. But how much important it is for the sums, they have not explained you. Everywhere, in each and every sphere, they are using conversion period only. In next higher classes also the conversion period is there. But how much importance is there in the sums, they have not explained you. You understand here only that one. So interest being compounded means in a year I have to pay only once. Okay, that one you keep in your mind once. Okay, so this one I have to draw again time axis. Is there any use of the time axis? It will be easy for me. So it's an explanation. Start with 1st April. Okay, December. We'll start 1 year, na? Just like December. But more than 1 year or less than 1 year or 1 year? 1.5 year means 6 months. More 6 months, na? So how much? January, February, March, April, May, June. Na? June you can say. Okay. Now say conversion period is how much here in this case?
1.
From year to year. January to December is how much? 1. And from December to June?
1.
I have to pay the interest once in a year. So is it becoming a year? December to June.
So half year.
I have to pay the interest once in a year. What they are saying? Compounded annually. So you keep in your mind that you need to pay the interest once in a year. It should be a year. Then only you need to pay. For example, I told you now that I have taken a loan from a bank. Okay. Just like in your school only, you just think you have joined a school on 1st April. So they said that you just pay me once in a year the fees on the last of the month. It means on December you will pay. So in this year you have paid in December, but when it is coming for this year, you will pay before June, before December you will pay. You will not pay. You will say that let December comes, na? Because I need to pay the the fees on December. Then why I will pay on June or July? My date is on December. Once in a year I will pay the fees. So if it is June, if they will ask me also, I will say why I will pay, because my due date is on December. So let December come, then only I will pay. Because interest compounded annually means you need to pay me the fees once in a year. So why I will pay it on June? As I paid the previous year on December, it was annually, but when it is coming for the next year, it is only for 6 months. I will not pay for 6 months. I will pay it on December. So wait for that. Then they will say that what about this remaining period? Should I leave that one? No, why you will leave that one? This one you are using it for 1 year. Okay, n is equal to 1. What about this part? You will not pay me. They will say that my fees is on December, then how I will pay you? They are saying that, sir, actually we are closing our schools because of some reasons. Okay, so clear your fees, all the student has cleared. So then I will ask him that I spoke to the that manager of your accounts department. He told me that you pay me on December, means end of year. So I have paid it like that. But now in this case, now December had not yet came. So how I will pay and then how much I have to pay? He said to do one thing, you just go and speak to our accountant. He will explain you that how much you need to pay. So I went to that person. He said that as you are saying is very right. What you told is right only. We spoke you like that. But because of this pandemic what came, we need to close our schools. That's corona pandemic. He said that then you just tell me how much I need to pay and how you have calculated the amount, that this much I have to pay. He said that 1 year, the way you are saying you pay like that only, conversion pay is 1, okay, very good. Now what about this one? In this case, you apply simple interest. It should be 1 year. If it is 1 year, there is no issue. If it would have been 1 year, that is January to again December, then one conversion period. But it's not a complete year. It's a half the year. Okay, then what I have to do? You pay it simple interest on that part. You pay me simple interest on that part. Okay, then he is saying that why like that? This compounded, that simple interest. Why I cannot pay compound interest right over there? He said that you can pay compound interest also right over there. But how? Okay, I said that, but how I need to pay compound interest? Okay, so here what you will do? You will take compound interest. Here also you can apply the compound interest rule. But it will somewhat complicated for you. So we can use the compound interest also, but for your syllabus you have to apply simple interest only. Why? Because we cannot apply that conversion period on that part. Can we apply the conversion period on that part, the last part? No. Why? Because they are saying compounded annually, but here only 6 months is there. How will apply conversion period right over there? Not possible for us. So on that part where conversion period is not applicable, you apply simple interest. And this period where I can easily apply conversion period, it will go for compound interest. Clear? Okay, the next one. 2.5 years, na? 1 year here, 2 year here, half months. January, see again April I have written. January, and here December. January again started, December. Here how much? 6 months, na? 6 months means how much? June. Okay. Okay. So here January, December and June. Now say here complete year is there. So one conversion period. Here complete year is there. One conversion here. No. So what you have to do here? Simple interest you will do, because we cannot apply conversion period right over there. So n is equal to, up to here you will get your answer, but remaining part you have to do it with simple interest. And the same case for this one also. 1/4, 2 years completely you can do easily. But when it is for 1/4, again the same problem arises. You have to go for simple interest, the last part. But here you see, here there is any fraction is there. So clearly we are getting the answer. Whenever the 6 months comes, 2 months come, 3 months come, so you cannot apply the conversion period. If it is compounded annually, if it is quarterly, for example, same thing, same question. If they are saying that, you see this one, compounded semi annually or half yearly. Okay, you leave this case, or you use this case also. Now I have to see the interest on 6 months. See here how many times? Here also 1 time, 2 times. है ना? 6 months, 6 months here, 6 months, 1 year na? 6 months. Okay. So here I have to pay 2 times semi-annually na? 2 times. So n is equal to, here how many years? 2 years na? So in a year I have to pay it on September na? So July, June. Here June. Here also again June. So here once I have to pay. 1 here once again. Here once. So how many n is equal to? Here if it is 3 years means again 6. Okay. Now in this case you come to this case, because this is very easy, but when it is from fraction, how many times I have to pay? Compounded semi-annual 6 months. So here June I have to pay. So here 1 time, 2 time, and this case is applicable.
Yes,
Why?
because it's
6 months. So 1 time. So n is equal to 3. Clear? Here also same thing. Here also applicable. So n is equal to here also. Understood? No. So why it will 3? 2 years na? Here 6 months. Here 2 times. 6 months. Here 2 times. Here 1 time. So it will be 4, 5 times. Understood the difference? If it is quarterly, again the same type. So you understood what is conversion period. So this is about conversion period. So now you understood where I need to apply conversion period. If it is not under the conversion period, you have to go for simple interest. If it is direct sum, then you will go for conversion period. Okay, understood this total concept about conversion period. Okay, wherever everything you have to apply. Means this is applicable in compound interest only, not simple interest. Simple interest directly you will take, and time is 10 years, you will take directly 10. If it is 7 years, you will take 7. But conversion period, why we cannot take? Because they say interest, what we are going to charge you or what you are going to pay me is for 1 year, it's for 6 months, it's for 3 months. So according to that, the time also varies. Means time will be same. 1 year means how many times you need to pay the interest. That is conversion period. You have taken from me an interest of 10,000 for 1 year. It will be 1 year only. But they are saying that you need to pay me the interest for every 6 months. So how many times you need to pay the interest? 2 times. So n is 2. Time is 1 year, but n is 2. Clear? Time and conversion period both are different. Don't get confused with the time and conversion period. Just like the time is 1 year, the conversion period is 2. Time is 2 years, conversion period is 4 times. Conversion period means how many times we need to pay the interest. Time means this is the time period for what you have kept the money. That is the difference. Clear? So you understood now? This is very important. Okay, this conversion period, the difference what I have explained you. If you have not understood, okay, you just go through your books or the video that I am just going to post it again. Okay, you just go through it nicely. Conversion period is very important. After that you go for the chapter. If you understood the conversion period, there's nothing is there in the chapter. Okay, now we'll do some of the basic sums. Okay, then the chapter is done. Okay, if you're having any doubts, you will bring your books and copies and we'll do that one. For example, principal is 10,000, you see, and rate of interest is 10%. Okay, they're saying the time is 1 year, for example. Easy sums we will do, and interest is being compounded annually. Case 1, interest being compounded annually. Okay, annually means what? Once in a year. Once in a year you have to pay the interest, है ना? Okay, so now if you have to see conversion period, so conversion period is how much? Once in a year, na? For a year I have taken. The period is 1 year. That is, for example, January to December. So how many times I have to pay the interest?
Once.
Clear. So formula will be, what you have to find out? You have to find out the amount. Amount is equal to formula, you know the formula. Principal 1 plus R by 100, and this is N. So amount is equal to, principal is how much? 10,000 into 1 plus R is how much? 10% by 100, N is how much? 1. So here will be 10,000 into how much it will be? Take out the LCM. This is how much? See this one sum I will tell you. 100 LCM, here 100, here plus 10. Clear? 10,000 into 110 by 100. Clear? In case if it is 2, then one more time we will write into 110 by 100. If it is 3 times, like this, 110 by 100, 2 times. If it is 3 times, 110 by 100. But if it is 1 time, only once you will write. Clear? Now you have to solve. 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. So what is left? 0, 0 left, 0. 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. 1 is left, 1, 11, 11. The way you know simplification, you will do. This was simple for me, that's why I did. So 11,000 is the amount which you need to pay. Okay. Compound interest. Compound interest means what we are asking. Compound interest. This one minus this one. You know what is compound interest. You will do directly. Next, in case if they are saying that, case number 2, same values. Case number 2, they are saying that semi-annually. Semi-annually means you have to pay the interest twice a year. So how many times? How many years? 1 year only. Twice means only 2 times will come. Okay. So N is equal to 2. Clear. The same formula. Amount is equal to, up to here everything will be same. You see, principal 1 plus R by 100, and here N. Amount as it is. Principal is 10,000 into 1 plus R is 10 by 100, and here N is how much? 2. Is it right? No. Rate of interest is 10% for per annum. For 6 months, rate will be half. So rate is equal to 5%. I told you na. Semi-annually. Okay, it will be 5%. Clear? Okay. Next one. 10,000 into it will be how much? LCM. I have taken out the LCM. Now it will be, you no need to take out the LCM. You add these two. How much? 105 by 100. Direct. Just like this. Add directly. 110 by 100. Okay. Now 10,000 into how many times? 105 by 100 into 105 by 100. 2 times. Okay. After that, cross, remove the zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You multiply this answer, you will get your answer. 105 into 105. That is your amount. Clear? Understood why the sums? Next one. In case if it is quarterly, means you have to pay 4 times in a year interest. Same thing, again same thing, but here rate will be how much? 1/4. Okay, so it will be 10 into 1 by 4. Okay, in this case you do one thing, 1 by 4 you will do, it will be in point. Rate will be how much? 10%, but it is quarterly now, so 1 by 4 I told you. How much it will be? 2 2 ja, 2 5 ja, so it will be 2.5%. Okay, so you will take here 2.5. So now you may be asking that as you told me to add this one, but it is in point, then how to do this one? I told you directly to add this one. It will be how much then? If it is 2.5, see, if it is in point, make it simple. If it is just like 2.5 is there, you write 25 by 10. If it is 2.55 is there, you write 255 by 100. Clear? Okay. So it will be how much? 10,000 into 1 plus 25. One more zero will come. Become 1,000. Now how many times? Now how many times? N is how much?
4.
N is equal to 4. Forget to write. 4 here, 4 here. So 10,000 into it will be how much? 1,000 plus 25. 1,025. 1025 by 1,000. How many times? 4 times. So you have to write it 4 times. So you will cross. Or one more way is there, that 5 1 ja 5, 5 20 ja. It will be more simple. Then it will be how much? 21 by 20. It will be very simple, because instead of being a big number, it will be very simple. Okay, here also see 25 by 1,000, very big number, na? So we have to calculate. See how many times? 1025, 1025, 10. So many calculations, big calculation.
Can we do 1025 into 4?
No, you do this one. 1025 into 4, that is different. 1025 into 4 and 1025 to the power 4. Both are different. Both are different, na? This means 4 times. This means only into 4. Both are different. So here you can do 25, 1, 5, 5 ja 25, 5, 200 ja, 5, 1 ja, 5, 40 ja. So how much? 1 by 40. It's very simple. So it will be 41 by 40. Small numbers. So you can use that method also, this method also. So you understood how to do when it is quarterly, annually, semi-annually. So whatever the method is there, I prefer that you cross this one here only, because now how much you are going to get? See, in case if you are crossing like this, you are going to get 10,000 into 40 plus 1, 41 by 40. How many times? 4 times. This is bigger number as compared to this one. This one I can do. Clear? So you prefer to cross the numbers here only, if it is possible for you, and always try to take out the points. If it is in point, the chance you will get your answer, but the chances of getting wrong answer is more, error is more. That's why. Okay, now you go through your sums. You can do it easily. Okay, go through all your sums. The sum is done. Okay, the basic sums are done. You just go through all the sums. It will be done. Okay, if any more sums are there, important sum, we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, it's done.